Hello, I love dancing. This film is about a sample of dance projects that people like myself enjoy in southwest England and Finland.
Older dancers, mature dancers, elders. We are intergenerational. I might be the daughter of one of the people in the group.
We want to be visible. We want the amazing practitioners who inspire and lead us to be more visible too.
We want more people to have the chance to dance. We hope you enjoy the film.
Working with older dancers is particularly unique, I think, because people have a lot more life experience, so they are prepared to express themselves, ask questions, they have that level of emotional maturity, and there's such a range of dynamics depending on the different kinds of ranges of movement that people have in the class. So really there is absolutely no limit to what you can explore when working with mature dancers. As a dance artist working with the A Dance a Day group, it's a great privilege. I've worked with the group for 3.5 years, which has enabled the group and myself to grow in trust and confidence, which has impacted on the level at which we create work together, whether that's for performance or within class, and we can really go very deep now because we know each other well and there is a really strong relationship in the group. My aspirations for the A Dance a Day dancers that I work with is on an individual level that they get to know their bodies better and feel that they can express themselves through dance with their bodies, but also on an artistic level that the group goes on to create and perform and choreograph on themselves with outside artists and with myself, possibly even moving towards a performance company. That would be my ultimate aspiration. I feel this work is important, very passionately feel this work is important, because why should we stop being dance artists, dancers at 20s and 30s? I think that people have stories to tell, and the longer they've lived, the more dancing they've done possibly, then the work can only be deeper and more exciting, possibly even more dynamic. So I think it's important that older people dancing is visible. Why should we stop being dance artists, dancers at 20s and 30s? I think that people have stories to tell, and the longer they've lived, the more dancing they've done possibly, then the work can only be deeper and more exciting, possibly even more dynamic. So I think it's important that older people dancing is visible. I think it would be such an exciting opportunity for mature older dancers in the southwest to share practice with European partners, whether that means working physically together or an exchange of ideas and different approaches to practice. I think that we live in a very rural place, and to have that kind of sense of reach working in an international way, I think that could only be exciting.
I think the impact of the Silver Dancers project on the homes that have taken part has been at a very difficult time, incredibly supportive. We've watched a transitional period of quite vibrant homes changing as news of closures have been decided, and I think it's been a really positive thing for the homes that have taken part for us to be coming in and bringing new energy and new interesting activities into times where it's difficult, I guess.
In the residential setting that I work within, the residents have shown me the leaflet that they have received following the Silver Dance session. They have looked very energised. They have said they've really enjoyed the session, and they have looked very alert, and obviously enjoyed it.
I think often they can feel quite down before they start a session, and It makes them smile, we have a laugh, and they come out smiling at the end of it.
There was a lady called Winnie who, she was sitting there, she was holding onto her neck, and we asked her, "How are you doing, Winnie?" And she's like, "Oh, my neck hurts." And she looked really fed up. And one of our team just said, "Winnie, would you like me to just touch your neck and give it a little rub?" And she gave her a little massage. And I would say within 5 minutes, Winnie had her arms in the air. She had this lovely, engaged smile on her face. And she was literally doing the can-can.
Furthermore, I suppose I have noticed as well from their families, I've had very good reports back from their families, and one gentleman in particular who suffers from Parkinson's, his wife thinks that her husband has really benefited from it. He has really looked forward to the sessions, and what's more is she has actually asked me different things that they do, which she has tried to incorporate at home. So
I've learned an awful lot during this project. My practice has changed significantly. I've learned an awful lot about the timing and the intuition that's needed to work with different groups. It's been really, really interesting.
I think this programme has just reminded of me, I mean, I've had quite a lot of experience working in residential home, but not for a number of years, that actually this should be a really important part of how we look after people in their old age. It's such an empowering thing to be part of, and makes them feel part of society, makes people feel valued and part of a group, and it just reminds me of how we should be, as dance practitioners, making this happen more often and more regularly in spaces, as well as providing training for carers.
Right, well, within the day centre, we found it so successful, the Silver Dancer sessions, that the staff, once they've completed the training here, we're very keen to roll it out on other days. So I've already spoken to the lady here, Diane, who's done the training, about equipment. Some of it's very simple, but it is wonderful, and it's going to make a huge difference, I think.
We began Parkinson's dance classes here at Pavilion Dance Southwest in September 2012. We're currently in the 3rd year of running the class, and on average we have about 20 participants a week attending. When people ask me about Parkinson's dance, I like to use the words of our participants, as I think they sum it up best. They say it's a day where everything negative turns into everything positive, and that it's an inspiring tonic for the body and soul. In fact, our participants have named our class Parkinson's Dance Fun Fridays. The class is taught by 2 amazing ladies, Sophia Hulbert and Amy Smith. Their skills and expertise, being from both the creative dance world and the medical world of physiotherapy, means that the class is structured from specific research in Parkinson's therapy. Pavilion Dance Southwest are members of the Dance for Parkinson's Network UK. This is a fantastic network that offers quality dance activities to people with the condition, and we are currently one of the organisations that are on the steering group panel.
Every Friday, just after 3, we go to a studio down by the sea We listen to music and get in the groove. Our posture, our balance and gait to improve. Two young ladies with undoubted charms have us all stretching and waving our arms to loosen our limbs often locked and in pain and show us how to move freely again.
In central Finland, we have had many projects in nursing environments, including dance. This means that we have had over 10 different projects, mostly in nursing environments where older people involved. We have had many targets. Firstly, it was to educate dancers. Then it was to educate nursing staff to use dance and dance artists as part of their work. Now our mission is to find a way to use dance in different institutions and different environments. Last year we had an art residency project where 2 dancers worked 3 weeks in long-term care unit. It was a fruitful and encouraging project for all participants. For dancers, for nursing staff and for residents. We have art companion system in Jyväskylä. Dance companions are a good way to develop and research dance in older ages. In future we will be researching projects with older people and children together. By that we can be more resource-wise, we can bring generations together and we can increase knowledge in many levels. Finance is the issue. There is still huge resistance against using public money in such thing as art. But foundation-based money and specific project money for well-being and art is growing in Finland. We'd like to collaborate and share knowledge of using dance as part of creative aging or older people's lives. We are looking forward to develop our relationship with PDSV and its partners and other dance organizations as well. In the future, through Joie de Vivre program, we can share ideas, develop some good strategies and do some exchange together.